And welcome to the greatest setting in college football up against Lake Washington at Husky Stadium as Colorado comes to town just on the outside of the top 25 to face 15th ranked Washington, and two teams tied in the loss column in their respective divisions in the conference. Two teams trying to stay alive in the Pac-12 title hunt. Off we go from Seattle. A short kick taken to the 5-yard line, and Chico McClatcher lost the ball as he crossed the 25. Looks like he's back on it, and that is where the Huskies will begin. They start their day with a handoff to Sean McGrew. So he's the first guy to get a touch from the running back spot. And as Bruce told us, no Gaskin, but it's still a very deep group. You've got Ahmed who will play. You have Kamari Pleasant. And this guy and Sean McGrew, who were both big down the stretch last week. That heartbreaking 30-27 overtime loss at Oregon. They go back to McGrew here on second down, and he's hit right at the line to gain by Davion Taylor. And they bring Kamari Pleasant in for the first time. It is a quarterback sneak for Browning and a first down for Washington. His first throw of the day will come in a little bit as the coverage downfield is solid, and Javier Edwards brings him down. On second down, he throws incomplete out of the hands of Aaron Fuller. Boy, they're showing pressure, which they love to do on third down. And here they come. Browning quickly gets rid of it, but it's behind Terrell Bynum, and it's fourth down. Joe Whitford sends away a good punt. Ronnie Blackman back to take it at the 19. On the first play, Trayvon McMillan into the teeth of the Washington defense. And the nation's leading tackler, Ben Burr-Kirven, gets his first of the day. Washington brings some pressure, flushing Montez from the pocket. Across his body, finds an open man for a first down. That's Dimitri Stanley's first career reception. And a first down to the 33-yard line as they try to bounce back from their worst game against USC last week. Here's McMillan again, and if they want to do that, part of that is going to be getting that ground game going. McMillan again got hit in the backfield, but lost the football, and it appears Washington is on it. Or did Colorado scramble to that ball? Somehow Josh Kaiser falls on top of it for a Buff first down.
And he's pulling around, so he's going to come into the end of the play as he helps to kind of seal on Tevis Bartlett. The ball comes out from Ben Burr-Kirven, I believe. No, excuse me. Benning Potoa'e is able to knock it out. JoJo McIntosh can't get it.
Well, they must be living right. Looked like they had no shot to get on that. And now McMillan into the secondary for a first down into Washington territory. Here's McMillan again. The heavy load on this first drive. Getting 4 yards. He's in the slot to the top of the screen, running down the seam. Montez looking the other way. That is a strike and a touchdown. The first career reception for Daniel Arias is a touchdown from 37 yards.
The 6'4", 200-pound true freshman with his first catch for a touchdown. And here they are at the bottom of the screen. He's working on Jordan Miller and talking to the coaching staff at Colorado. They felt this was their best matchup. Just talked about a minute ago. They've got to take shots. They got to be aggressive and try to threaten this Washington defense. Warning start for Colorado.
The dangerous Chico McClatcher to the 23. Browning to the short side. That is Ty Jones for a gain of 7. On second down, Kamari Pleasant. Not a lot of room there. The Colorado front, which has been the biggest improvement. You know, we talked about overall the numbers better from last year, but you want to zero in on why. A lot of that has to do with what they've done up front. Now the third down for Washington. Aaron Fuller, their top receiver, the man in motion, runs an out pattern. He's the target, needs the 33 and gets it for a Husky first down. Play action and a downfield shot. The tight end Sample had a step on Fisher, but Browning misses him. Double clutch and a throw off of the hands of Bichelli. So it's another third down. Washington converting its first on this drive. On 3rd and 10, Colorado bringing pressure. It's picked up, giving Browning time to deliver a strike to midfield that's dropped by Ty Jones.
As Browning drops back, surveys the field. He wants Sample. He's not there. Steps up in the pocket. Ends up delivering a catchable ball a little bit behind. And honestly, that's probably the difference in that throw being a completion versus an incompletion.
You mentioned Chris Miller. He almost got to that punt. That sends Ronnie Blackman to the 10, and he's tackled there. Wonderful spot for College Football Saturday. The line, Katie Nixon up in the backfield and handed to him for a loss of 1 with Benning Potoa'e bringing him down. On 2nd and 10, Montez off his back foot hits the crosser for a first down. That's the first catch of the season for the tight end Chris Bounds. Back-to-back runs for McMillan. It's going to be 3rd down. Montez with time. Out of the backfield, McMillan for a Colorado first down.
Watch as McMillan comes out of the backfield. All these guys are essentially setting a pick for him. It's almost like playing basketball, like a Hoosiers reference, right? Old picket fence.
Play action on first down. That's tipped at the line of scrimmage as you look for Juwan Winfrey. This play is blown up from the start. Ryan Bowman, the former walk-on who had a huge year last year. Somewhat quiet so far, though, in 2018.
Yeah, but because Jalen Johnson is out, he has to miss the first half due to a targeting call last week. Bowman gets the opportunity to start coming in and play. And I got to tell you, this guy's got a lot of fast twitch. He can penetrate in the backfield and usually gets after him on 3rd and long.
This time they'll drop and they run it. Kyle Evans, tackled by Tevis Bartlett. Aaron Fuller to return Davis Price's punt. Fair catch. Look out, and dropped it, and is able to recover it. Tavon Ahmed into the game for the first time. He's got it with room off the left side, and Ahmed with a first down and then some, bursting his way over the 30. Back to Ahmed. Patient running to let it develop, and another first down, and a good start for the sophomore out of Kirkland, Washington. First down from the 47. Takes the fake this time. Browning rolling, throwing. What a catch! Aaron Fuller plucks it with one hand.
My goodness. I mean, this is just going up with the one-hand extension. It reminds you of John Ross back in the Pac-12 championship game.
Against these Buffs in 2016. First down in Colorado territory. Strong throw to the outside for Ty Jones. On time, and he showed a stronger arm than a lot of people give him credit for. From the 29-yard line, here's Kamari Pleasant. Tackled at the line of scrimmage by Nate Landman. 2nd and 10. They go back to the air with Browning. His tight end Sample with his second catch to make it 3rd and short. And on 3rd and 2, it is Pleasant spinning and getting stacked up shy of the line of scrimmage. That's how this first quarter comes to a close. Back is Kamari Pleasant. The motion man is Drew Sample. The play call is a drop back pass for Browning. He's flushed out by Lewis. He steps up and heaves. Jones incomplete, but a flag. Fisher tried to recover, but ultimately a flag flies.
Pass interference. Defense, number 7.
Not the most
15-yard penalty. Automatic first down.
But he is able to make plays, and what makes him so special and effective is he keeps his eyes downfield.
Under center for 1st and goal, and a flip for Ahmed, trying to turn the corner, and does somehow against 3 defenders, using his speed for the Washington touchdown. And then a flag flies after the play.
Let's make sure he got in, but it is all about the hesitation. Watch as Ahmed starts to get the outside right there. He gets Davion Taylor to stop his feet, and there's no doubt he got in. But he gets Taylor to stop his feet, and then he uses his speed to get to the edge.
After the play, unsportsmanlike conduct. Offense, number 26, throat slash. The 15-yard penalty will be enforced on the kickoff. Try down.
Henry kicks it away, and there'll be a chance at a return here for Kyle Evans because of the penalty at the end of the touchdown. Evans weaves his way close to the 35. Second down and 8. Burkervin blitzes. He's picked up, and wide open is Brady Russell. So both of the tight ends for the Buffs getting their first catches of the season. McMillan. So 6 completions for Montez to 6 different receivers, 4 of whom have gotten their first catches of the season. On 2nd and 6. Back to the ground. McMillan has a hole and a first down inside the 30. Trayvon McMillan over the right side of the line for a run of 22 yards.
Colorado likes to run what's called a counter. See how they start to the left, and then they bring a guard, and they bring around Brady Russell. It helps to seal an edge and allows McMillan to get downfield. They're very effective with what's called their gap scheme. They're trying to attack a gap.
Evans hopping in the hole and dropped by Joe Tryon. Montez, Russell again, chopped down by Bryant. They hand it off, and McMillan has nowhere to go. What do you think of the play call on 3rd and 5?
Well, it leads me to think that they knew coming out of this timeout that they were going to go for it on 4th down.
Coming from 37 yards with no James Stefano. And it is right down the middle to put Colorado back in front. Welcome to college football, Evan Price. Got a good one going here with Colorado in front of Washington 10-7. Couple teams trying to stay alive in the Pac-12 title hunt. Still with a Rose Bowl, very much possibility. Play action on 1st down. Browning, while he's stumbling, flips it out to Kamari Pleasant, and he gets close to a 1st down. Pleasant on the stretch play. Mustafa Johnson. Draw play, Sean McGrew. Big hole and a 1st down to midfield. Tripped up by Nate Landman, but a gain of 16.
Well, when Washington brings in 3 wide receivers, they're telling the defense, yeah, we're thinking about passing. It's perfectly set up then for a draw. You can see the Colorado defense dropped into coverage, expecting it to be a pass. That's the tendency for Washington. Good play call by offensive coordinator Bush Hamdan.
Washington with the ground game working early against Colorado defense that completely shut down USC's running game. Off the left side for another solid gain. Got just one tight end in here. It's Drew Sample to the left side of the formation. On 2nd and 6. Back to the ground, and Kamari Pleasant waits for a hole to develop, but it never does. And it's Landman in there for the tackle 4 yards behind the line of scrimmage. They've been one of the best in the country this year on 3rd down. Browning steps up, extending the play. Ty Jones comes free, but then he took his eyes off Browning, and the best he could do is make a one-handed catch, falling a yard or 2 short. Everybody packed in tight. Here's Pleasant, makes a cut for a 1st down. On 1st down from the 37, Browning again stepping up. Keeps his eyes downfield and sees room to run. Getting 8 yards. Nick Fisher ushered him out. Back into one of those two tight end sets for second and short. Here's a trick play. Andre Bocelli gets a block from Browning and gets a first down inside the 20.
Watch number 3. Hands off. Now he's looking for work, and it's going to be Israel Antoine, who's almost 315 pounds on the 210-pound Browning.
See, trying to get another two. Peels off and tries to get Fisher.
Just looking for more work. You got to love that kid.
Under center on first down from the 15. Straight ahead. Huge hole. Touchdown. Kamari Pleasant gives Washington its first lead of the day.
I mean, you could drive a Mack truck through this thing. Check out the left side of the offensive line. Just moving all those bodies, and as soon as Jackson Kirkland pulls around, number 51, he doesn't really have much work. I mean, he touches Nate Landman, but Pleasant's going to just get to the end zone.
Here comes Kyle Evans. Kyle Evans with room and with speed to cross the 35 and set up good field position. Second down and 8. Montez delivers one. This is Nixon with his first catch of the day, and K.D. Nixon stays on his feet into Washington territory, stopped by Byron Murphy. McMillan gets blown up. That's Levi Onwuzurike with a stop. Third down 11. They bring 4. Montez throws behind Stanley. Fourth down. Davis Price. Very short punt, and Fuller with a fair catch at the 19. Back on offense with a timing pattern on a slant to Jones for a gain of 9. Here's Pleasant. Getting enough for a first down. Browning facing pressure. That one gets intercepted. What a break on the ball by Nick Fisher. And Colorado's got it on the doorstep. The senior team captain returns it 30 yards, providing the big play the Buffs were looking for.
This is all Jake Browning just staring this down the entire time. And they've run this concept before. They're going to run the tight end across on a shallow cross. Then you see Aaron Fuller. See how he's squatting? Nick Fisher eyed this the entire way. Look at Browning. And typically you're going to read down the middle of the field. But the problem is you've got to do a better job of seeing that backside defender. Now Colorado with a huge opportunity to try to capitalize. Something they didn't do last week versus USC after getting a couple early turnovers.
First down and goal. Here comes McMillan riding the blocks for a couple of yards. Here's Nixon. Right back into the teeth of the defense and pulled down by Tevis Bartlett. Third and goal. Only 3 to snap it. Either a flag or a timeout.
Timeout, Colorado. They're second in the half.
On third and goal, Montez scans out of the backfield. McMillan had one-on-one and stumbled, and it's fourth down. A 27-yarder, and they do take advantage of the interception, although settling for a field goal and getting to within 1. Sean McGrew will have a shot at this one. Yeah, Washington with 2 timeouts, 31 seconds. Although the ball came out, there was no whistle. And still no signal from the officials. Colorado recovered that. but had they marked it down?
The ruling on the field is a fumble recovered by the kicking team. First down.
How about that? Colorado's got it.
I thought he might be down, though. Let's take a look as McGrew is driving just through a bunch of bodies, knees down.
Yeah.
I mean, this is definitive. The knees down, elbows down, he's down.
After review, the runner was down prior to the fumble. It'll be Washington's ball at the 28-yard line. Please reset the game clock to 33 seconds.
It'll be Colorado with the football to open the second half. Colorado has it to open the second half, and that takes a Washington bounce and goes out of bounds. As the second half begins with a run that is blown up by Greg Gaines, and Trayvon McMillan loses 2. Back-to-back runs. Montez has room off the left side with this one. Pushed out of bounds by JoJo McIntosh, and it's 3rd and short. On 3rd down and 4 with a twist up front, a low throw. No signal until now. They say that Dimitri Stanley pulled it in. A guy who's playing in just his 2nd game at Colorado. They'd like to redshirt him, but they've basically said, who knows? We'll see how he looks in Jay McIntyre's spot.
And for a true freshman, I mean, has the ability to go down, get the football, getting his arms underneath it. What impressed me more is just sitting in that soft spot and finding the zone coverage.
This is Montez running again, and he's close to a 1st down. McMillan spinning. That was blown up by Greg Gaines and then finished off by Ryan Bowman. It's McMillan. It's a trick play. Back to the quarterback, Montez. He's got room to run and will for a 1st down. McMillan. Ben Burr-Kirven, 8th tackle for the nation's leading tackler, who this season has had games of 20 tackles and of 19 tackles. 2nd and 10. Montez zips one short side as tight end Brady Russell, who came into the day without a catch this year. That's his 3rd this afternoon. 3rd and 7. Montez under pressure. Keeps his eyes downfield and heaves it out of bounds. And while they don't get home and get a sack, they do flush Montez out of the pocket. Benning Potoa'e the man there and force 4th down.
And that's why defensive coordinator Jimmy Lake doesn't have a ton of concern with them not getting as many sacks, because they're getting pressures. They're forcing quarterbacks outside the pocket. And even though they're not getting the negative plays, they're still forcing them into situations where they have to punt. And that's ultimately the goal, right? You're trying to keep points off the scoreboard, and they've still been good at that.
Davis Price with a punt. Aaron Fuller quickly lassoed down, and the helmet comes off. Sean McGrew gets the first crack at it at running back. They're rolling him in there in that 1st half. And McGrew with a nice 1st down gain. He'll take the fake. Browning with a deep drop. Pocket collapsing, able to extend the play and flip it short for Drew Sample. They're down in 4 for the Huskies. Here comes pressure, so they get rid of it quickly. Aaron Fuller not going to get there. Evan Worthington brings him down, and it's 4th down. And now Joel Whitford with a punt. Fair catch taken by Ronnie Blackman, and Colorado will have good field position, down by 1. It's 1st down from the 46, and Trayvon McMillan head down straight ahead for a short gain. Got 2 on 1st down, 2nd and 8. Montez dumps it off. 4th catch of the day for Brady Russell, and it's 3rd and short. Out of the Wildcat, McMillan still on his feet and fighting, but not going to get there. There was so much penetration, he never could get going. They stay in the Wildcat, bring Jackson in motion. It's McMillan, and he will not get it. Washington gave up all 3 4th down attempts from Oregon last week. They shut this one down with Ben Burr-Kirven. takes over at the 45, and play action for Browning, who's looking downfield, sets his feet and throws to the sideline for Fuller. Boy, what great feel by Jake Browning to throw on the brakes before he crossed the line and deliver a first down throw.
It's, again, the pocket movement. He wants to get a Ty Jones on a double move. Doesn't have it, has to move. Watch him fling this thing. I mean, Jake Browning doesn't have the strongest arm. He would tell you that. But then he just kind of throws a little sidearm, doesn't get his body even aligned to the throw, and Fuller does a great job of coming back to the football for the completion.
Third catch of the day for Fuller. First down at the 37. Here's Pleasant. Gain of about 3. Jake Browning delivers. There's Andre Bocelli. First down to the 26. Pleasant. Mustafa Johnson. Flags come flying in as he's dumped for a loss by Lewis and Landman.
Personal foul, face mask, defense number 34. Half the distance to the goal, automatic first down.
That is on Johnson.
Clearly gets a hold of the face mask of Kamari Pleasant. Let's go. So not that egregious, but you can't afford to have those sort of mistakes. And last week, they had 8 penalties. I mean, it wasn't that sloppy of a game in comparison to USC, but more than head coach Mike McIntyre wanted.
First down. Here's McGrew. Straight up the middle, and he keeps on chugging for a gain of 6 or 7. Now a scramble. Browning throws it away. Third down. Jones at the front of that 3-receiver set, along with Bocelli and Fuller. Browning lets it go for Bocelli, and it looks like he's got close to a first down. Chris Miller was on him right away, but there is a flag down.
Pass interference, offense number 20. 15-yard penalty, replay third down.
Both sides with a big flag on this drive.
Yeah, and there's Ty Jones. And check out, when the ball is caught by Bocelli, he's already initially engaged and makes contact with, I believe that's Evan Worthington.
That ain't much.
No, it's not. And he did a good job of kind of acting like he was running a route. That's how the offense tries to get away with it, if you want me to be honest.
I think you're right, too. It became a moot point, but had that penalty not been called, I think you might have seen a review on the spot, and it'd become enough for a first down.
Well, the key was it was caught over the line of scrimmage, and that's the key. If it was caught at the line of scrimmage, different story. He's allowed to do that.
Only 3 to snap it here, and they're going to have to burn a timeout. Colorado bringing pressure to draw. Savon Ahmed stepped out of 1 tackle, but couldn't get away from Carson Wells, and they do get a few back. Yeah, make it a little bit easier attempt for Henry. Redshirt freshman from 31 is right down the middle. So they settle for a field goal, but extend the lead to 17-13. A short kick taken by Ronnie Blackman at the 15-yard line. Yeah, good field position. Montez to throw on first down. He'll heave one down the sideline. Arias trying to come back for it, and incomplete with the coverage from Keith Taylor.
You know, I gave credit to Steven Montez on the touchdown pass to Daniel Arias earlier in the game. This time it was almost too much. You're going to look at him off forever, and usually you do it and you take one hitch and get the ball up. At this point, the ball ends up being a little bit underthrown, and they're working on Keith Taylor for Washington. But see how Arias has to come back to it? He needs to get that ball up sooner.
Got a 37-yard touchdown on Colorado's first drive. No touchdown since. Here the crossing pattern connects, and Ben Burke-Kirven throws down Tony Brown. They rush only 4. That's a good catch by Stanley, but it's short with a sure tackle from Miles Bryant. 4th down and 2. That'll qualify as a shank. See how kind they are with the spot. Probably not very. They're going to mark this one around the 45-yard line. Just an 11-yard punt for Davis Price. So Washington takes back over, and here comes Sean McGrew and Davion Taylor combining with Javier Edwards for the tackle. Browning to throw. Running out of time, and he's pulled down. Lost a yard. Evan Worthington got to him, and it's 3rd and 11.
It's a good read by Worthington. He had Cade Otton out in the flat. Check out number 6. See how he disrupts Otton, and then he runs back inside. Browning got off of Otton. Worthington was responsible for him in coverage. If he just keeps his eyes outside and dumps that ball off, there's a lot of running room.
It's a guy that sat out 2016. He was suspended for a violation of team rules. Came back and was all conference last year. And it's turned into a leader for this Buffs defense. They're bringing everybody on 3rd down, and Browning's forced to heave it out of bounds.
Holding of an eligible receiver. Defense number 8. 10-yard penalty. Automatic 1st down.
Javon Ahmed lets the blocks develop. Bounces to the outside. Inside the 15. To bring this 3rd quarter to a close with a run of 22 yards. And they'll face the Wildcat here on the first play with McGrew getting pulled down in the backfield by Davion Taylor.
And credit Taylor for recognizing the fact that it was a Wildcat and there's really not a passing option. Ty Jones all by himself at the top.
So they go the other way to Chico McClatcher, and Chico slips his way through, lost it out of bounds in the end zone. No signal yet. Was he down, or is this a touchback? Critical call coming from Chris Coy.
The ruling on the field is the ball was fumbled forward out of the end zone. By rule, a touchback. 1st down, Colorado.
Yeah, and you see on the replay that is likely going to be confirmed.
There's no doubt about it. It's a fumble. The ball's out. This is a huge stop, huge momentum play by Colorado.
Play action, Nixon again. Back-to-back receptions for the sophomore from Texas. On 2nd and less than 1, Trayvon McMillan gets a 1st down. From the pistol, Greg Gaines swallowed McMillan there. 2nd and 7. Montez gets around Bowman. Throws on the move. Incomplete. Wanted Nixon. Try to drop it into a tight window. Out in front of him, and it's 3rd and 7.
Good pressure by Ryan Bowman. Talk about the Huskies trying to develop somewhat of a pass rush. You'll see him there on the edge. It's just fast upfield, and once he gets that arm low, he's able to get around Josh Kaiser.
Montez flushed out again by Bowman. There's a flag down as Montez runs wide open space. He's got a 1st down, but a flag in the area of holding.
Holding. Offense. Number 75. 10-yard penalty from the previous spot. Replay 3rd down.
That one is about a 30-yard swing. So 3rd and 17. Montez pumps a couple times and now throws it away as Burr-Kirven delivers the blow after the toss. And the punt team comes out.
And it was a smart play by Burr-Kirven. But it all starts with the coverage. Just nowhere to go with the football. Washington really only rushes 2, and they kept Jalen Johnson waiting along with Ben Burr-Kirven. Look, there's nothing that looks good on your play sheet. As we go back and take another look, I think the officials got together and think that maybe
intentional grounding. The quarterback was outside the tackle box. 4th down.
And they pick it back up. I guess they're looking at it thinking it was intentional grounding.
A great attempt there. And there are flags down as the fair catch is made by Fuller. It was Alex Cook who came flying in trying to block that thing.
Personal foul, leaping the shield,
Wow.
receiving team number 15. 15-yard penalty, automatic first down.
And so the drive continues for Colorado. Great effort, but illegal.
And this is all about player safety. As we take a look, he's all the way on the right hand of the screen, right side of the screen. Watch number 15. You're not allowed to do this, and this is really in the best interest of the leaper. Because see how it comes down the ground on his helmet? That's what they're trying to eliminate. Typically, you see it more on field goals, PATs. They're trying to take it out of the game completely.
Trayvon McMillan spins out of the initial contact from Ryan Bowman and gets back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10. 2nd down and 10. They bring pressure with Tevis Bartlett. It leaves room in the middle for Montez to run for a first down. Miles Bryant brought him down after a gain of a dozen.
Steven Montez is going to have to continue to keep doing this, utilizing his legs. He wanted to go to Katie Nixon to the left, but because of the pressure by Bartlett, he sees the open field and takes off.
Montez tries to run again. Broke a tackle of Ryan Bowman. Trying to come from behind in this one. Out of the hands of McMillan, and Colorado's probably better off for it. Huskies bring only 4. Montez delivers, and it's broken up by Bryant.
Well, they're trying to get the ball to Katie Nixon in the slot, and then you see number 5, Miles Bryant, squatting off. They ended up playing more zone coverage. He's got his eyes on Montez the whole way. Look at the extension.
Davis Price to punt it. Not a very good one. Fair catch at the 15 by Fuller. And now Washington has it back on offense. And it's Sean McGrew with a seam off the right side for a first down gain of 8 or 9. He'll throw it after the fake to Bocelli for a first down. Of course, having to recover from the huge injury to Trey Adams at left tackle. Stop made by Drew Lewis. Browning faces pressure, steps away from Landman, gets rid of it just in time, incomplete.
And this has been the story of the day, is the pressure from the Colorado defensive front. They slant the line, they bring Davion Turner and Nate Landman. They don't have an answer for it. Browning just waving the football around everywhere.
3rd down and 8. Browning to throw, well protected. Now he takes off, and Jake Browning runs for a first down.
When you talk to the defensive staff of Colorado, they say when Jake Browning decides to take off in the pocket, typically it's the pass. In this case, it looked like he kind of wanted to, and then he just said, no, I've got this on my own. Chris Peterson describes his quarterback as a scrambling quarterback. A lot of people think because of his prolific numbers, he's more of a pocket passer, and he is. He's also got that ability too.
Kamari Pleasant bouncing to the outside. Spinning for a first down across the 45. Now Ahmed comes back in. His 7th carry of the day. Getting close to 70 yards as Fisher angles him out. He's just so much faster than everybody on the field. McGrew. They continue to rotate those running backs in. A stop from Dante Wigley. Bocelli's lined up to the top. Instead, they go back to McGrew, makes a cut in the hole, and then meets Davion Taylor. 10th play of the drive coming up. McGrew comes in motion. Here is Bocelli. 3rd down and 4 or 5. On third down, Browning back to throw, steps up, zips one behind Jones, and it's fourth down. From here, it'd be about a 43-yarder.
You could tell Browning was frustrated with Jones. He thought he was going to hook up in this zone coverage in the open space. That's why the ball was a bit behind.
Inside of 4 minutes in a 4-point game.
One-on-one coverage with Aaron Full at the bottom of the screen.
Browning looking that way. On the slant. He's got him. Touchdown, Washington. And breathing room for the Huskies with a fourth down touchdown.
Well, look at all the bodies around the line of scrimmage. They're bringing an all-out blitz. It's just man-to-man, so Jake Browning knows I got to hang in the pocket tough, and I'm going to take a shot. You can see Dante Wigley and Aaron Fuller all alone.
Kyle Evans with a return to the 23. 3:43 left to go, and a Colorado team that hasn't scored a touchdown since its first drive. So here we go. Steven Montez back to throw, and on the first play of the drive, promptly flushed out of the pocket. He'll get what he can. What's Colorado have to do to have a shot here over the final 3:36?
Well, Montez is going to have to do just that. He's going to have to keep allowing himself to make plays with his legs when the opportunity presents it, because Washington's only going to use a 3-man rush. They got 8 in coverage, and you only got 5 eligible guys to throw to. So they've got the advantage. It's going to be tough. He's going to have to buy time and find open windows versus this very stingy Washington secondary.
Inside 3:20 now. All 3 timeouts for the Buffs. That ball's picked off and just might do it. And it is Ben Burr-Kirven. 15 tackles, a pass breakup, and an interception that he takes back 21 yards.
Most trusted player, most trusted hands. How about this? Sitting right here in the middle of the defense. He's going to have eyes on Montez the whole time. That's the advantage when you're in zone coverage. And he just breaks on the football with a former running back background when going back to high school. Look at him. Give a little something to Juwan Winfrey. He knows what to do with the football when it gets in his hands.
Wow.
You know, and it's interesting, too, because he's so fast. He's so good at seeing everything out there on the field. And the biggest concern Chris Peterson had was whether or not he'd be able to last, as small as he is, for playing that middle linebacker position.
Javon Ahmed. Washington trying to put the finishing touches on this one. Ahmed with that stop and start again. This time Dante Wigley was ready for it. Rick Gamboa as a tackle. Here comes the second timeout for Colorado from 30 yards. He's hit both of his attempts today. That was set up by the Ben Burr-Kirven interception, and the lead extended to 14 with 2:06 to go. Short kick from Henry. Well done. Blackman takes it over the shoulder. And Elijah Molden brings him down at the 13. So Steven Montez, 17 of 26 today, under pressure and sacked. Onwuzurike got to him. Yeah, they'll run it. Onwuzurike with another tackle on McMillan. Out of the reach of Kyle Evans. Here is a downfield shot, but nowhere close to Daniel Arias. And that is going to do it as Washington takes over with 1:13. One final knee from Jake Browning. to bring this one to a close. 9th consecutive win for the Huskies over the Buffs. That includes all 7 since the Buffs joined the Pac-12. 27-13 the final score. The Huskies at number 15 collect another win, move to 6-2 on the season.